It's one of the most popular and recommended affirmations in the world of wealth creation. I am a money magnet. You've probably written it in your journal, repeated it through your morning routine, maybe even taped it to your bathroom mirror. And it comes from a place of pure intention, a desire to align yourself with the energy of abundance and attraction. But what if I told you that this popular affirmation for many people might be the very thing reinforcing their money block? What if the subconscious interpretation of that phrase is actually creating a bigger energetic gap between you and your financial goals? So, for the next few minutes, we're going to be just deconstructing the hidden language of this affirmation, and I'll show you why your mind can interpret magnet as a signal of lack. And I'll give you a powerful linguistic shift that moves you from the energy of attracting to the energy of embodying. First, let's honor why this affirmation became so popular. The conscious logic is sound. On the surface, it's based on the law of attraction. What you focus on, you draw to you. By declaring yourself as a magnet, you are consciously intending to pull opportunities, clients, and money into your reality. And for some people, this works beautifully well because their underlying subconscious beliefs are already in alignment. But for most of the high achieving women that I work with, there's some sort of disconnect. They're saying the words consciously, but their subconscious system, which is the part that's actually running the show, hears a very different message. And that message is where the block gets reinforced. Your subconscious mind doesn't operate on clever wordplay. It operates on core feelings, states of being, and fundamental truths. So let's break this down in an energetic frequency of being a magnet. First, a magnet attracts something that is, by definition, separate from it. You don't need to attract the arm that is attached to your body. You don't need to attract the air you already are breathing. Attraction implies distance. It implies there is you over here and money over there. And you need to exert a force to pull it closer. And every time you say, I am a money magnet, you are subconsciously affirming the separation. You are reinforcing the belief that wealth is something external to you that you have to work to bring into your field rather than something that is an innate part of you. Secondly, this creates a conflict with your mind's gatekeeper, the critical factor. When you say, I am a money magnet, but your lived reality, your bank account, your sales numbers doesn't match, your critical factor immediately flags this is not true. Stop with the shit. Your subconscious then registers the feeling behind that conflict. It registers the feeling of not yet having it, the feeling of striving, the feeling of lack. The emotional charge of this isn't my reality is more powerful than the words you are speaking. So the affirmation, instead of building a belief in abundance, accidentally strengthens the evidence for lack. And finally, the energy of magnetizing can feel grasping. It's an active doing energy, but true sustainable wealth often comes from a state of being, of allowing, of receiving. When you are constantly in the energy of pulling and attracting, it can signal your nervous system that you are in a state of need. This subtle, needy frequency can energetically repel the very ease and flow you're trying to create. So, if a magnet reinforces separation, what is a more aligned and integrated language for our subconscious? The shift is from attraction to circulation. Instead of seeing yourself as a magnet pulling money to you, I want you to start seeing yourself as a system that money flows through. So if you can say, I am a safe and powerful system or conduit for money, money flows to me, through me, and from me with ease, that is so much better. Let's break down why this is so different for your subconscious. Number one, I am a safe and powerful system. This immediately addresses the two biggest subconscious fears around money, that it isn't safe or that you aren't powerful enough to handle it. You are affirming your capacity. Flows through to me. This speaks to receiving. It's gentle, it's allowing, it's not forceful, it's not like a forceful pull. It flows through me. This is the game changer. It signals to your subconscious that you are not a dead end for money. It releases the fear that you have to hoard it. It implies money is used for your life, your business, your joy. It's an active resource, not just a number in your account. This makes holding large sums of money feel so much safer. Flows from me. This places you in the identity of someone who is already abundant, someone who gives, donates, invests, and spends from a place of overflow, not lack. And then with ease, this directly counteracts the deeply ingrained belief that making money has to be hard. This language doesn't create a conflict with your reality. It describes a process of flow, and a flow can start with a trickle before it becomes a river. Your subconscious can accept that far more easily than the static all or nothing identity of magnet. This simple shift in language is the doorway into a much deeper level of reprogramming. It's about moving on from a mindset of chasing wealth to embodying an identity of circulating it. The words you use are the instructions you give to your subconscious mind. For years, you may have been accidentally giving it instructions that reinforce the very gap you are trying to close. If this resonates and you recognize that you are ready to stop just talking to your mind and start fundamentally recoding it for a new level of financial reality, then this is the work I invite you into. Please subscribe to this channel. If you are ready to stop trying to attract wealth and start embodying it from the inside out, click the link in the description to learn more about the rewired sessions that I am currently offering. It's time to change that conversation with yourself. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.